gone more inward. You can't hear the cars. So let me tell you the story. It's a true story. It's an old story. And it's an amazing story. It's my favorite story I've ever heard. It's about a son named Love, his father, and their creation, humanity. About a little over 2,000 years ago, the Son was sent to Earth where humanity lived. He had an extraordinary birth. So, Love grew up. Growing up, he knew something was different, something was off about him. And he was always drawn to his father. Growing up, he learned to understand his father, to learn about his father. And he lived a short life. But near the end of his life, he did the most amazing thing. So, in his last years, what Love did was go spread the message of his father. That he created all of humanity. This was known then. But that he always loves them. Love's father loves humanity, loves his creation, something he made. And though people didn't want to hear it, at least not everybody, Love still spread it. He told them that I, Love, am the son of the Father, of God. People didn't like that at all. So, people wanted him dead. That simple. And at the end, they found a way to do that, to kill Love, to murder Love. They had someone close to him betray him in the middle of the night. These guys took him, and they humiliated him. They beat him. They mocked him. They gave him the worst kind of death then. They gave him death to be crucified. And if you don't know, this crucifixion then was the most worst death he can get. It was to humiliate, and it was for the worst of criminals, which Love was far from. But this is it. This was the plan all along. He would come, he would live, he would spread the message of his father, of himself, of love to everybody. And at the end, he would be a sacrifice for humanity. That he would lay down his life for his creation. And that's the only way that we, humanity, could ever be reconciled. So Love was put a crown of thorns on his head to mock him. He had nails driven through his hands and his feet, and he was crucified on that cross to be humiliated. And on that cross, he took all of sin, everything that had separated his creation from him and his father. He bared it all. He put it all on his shoulders, everything. Just magma, every sin ever committed. In the past, the present, the future, everything that will be committed against the Father and the Son. it all on his shoulders. And with all of that sin on him, all of that sin on him, his Father turned his back on him. One thing you might not know yet is that the Father despises sin, he hates it. And that is what separated us from him. The Son, the love, cared so much for us that he would take it all on him. He would clean us of our sin. Even love on that cross yelled, my God, why have you abandoned me? As a father, I can't imagine doing that. As a father, I can't imagine giving my son up and letting him willingly go and die for people who disobeyed him, people who hate him, people who condemn him. And yet that's what he did, that's what they did. It was all because of love. They care for us so much. And they want us back so much. They would do that. And in his dying breath, love says, it is finished. And his spirit goes to the Father. His spirit leaves. And that was it. That's it. That's done. The plan is done. The plan was completed. It was done what they were set to achieve when love was first sent down to earth and was born. Culminated in this one moment. But the story doesn't end there. No. The story doesn't end there. Far from it. 3 days after love died, love was murdered. He said, nah. Sorry, no. That's not gonna keep me down. That ain't gonna hold me. And he rose. He rose from the dead. He beat death. It wasn't for himself again. No, it wasn't for himself. But it was for us. It was to show us that there is more for us too. There's far more beyond this life. That when we die, that isn't the end of us either. That if we listen to them, if we accept this love for ourselves, we won't die. But we'll be reconciled. We'll be together again with love and his Father, with our Heavenly Father. How amazing is that? How wonderful is that? And I talk about this on this day because this is the day we celebrate all of this, right? I'm sure most of you guys have put it together. Right? When I talk about love, the Son named Love, I'm talking about Christ. Jesus Christ. We might all know the story of it. That's what Christ is. That's who he is. He is love. He showed it when he was here, when he lived to everyone, anyone. He didn't hold back. He didn't look at people's sin and say, oh no, I'm not going to love you. I'm not going to feed you. I'm not going to clothe you. I won't be there for you. No. He said, yes, come to me. I will show you what love is. I myself personally have seen this love over and over, time and time again. I've seen it through my life. Through this person right here. My own son. My love. And as the Father loves the Son, I love him. And it's all because of this story, because of these two. We know love not because we love the Father and the Son, but because they loved us first. They knew us before we were made. And And they knew we would do wrong. They knew that we would disobey, and yet here we are to be able to love, to be able to live eternally. And Jesus lays it out simple again. Love the Father and love each other as you love yourselves. Those are two simple commandments. Be yourselves make it hard, but love may be very hard to comprehend and very simple to do. Jesus did it his whole life. So on this day again that we celebrate this amazing story, this amazing sacrifice, I tell you that don't just celebrate it today, don't just remember it today, but it's something to be celebrated and remembered every day. Love one another, love the people outside, despite who they are, what they've done. Christ would. He does it to us, he did it to me. He gave me this little precious baby boy.
I ate a baby.
I don't know. No, this is my favorite story. Love does something to me. Like, again, I've seen it time and time again. It's what moves me forward. Right? Paul in 1 Corinthians tells us, he explains what love is, but at the very end he says, love never fails. It never does. I'm sure you know it. I definitely know it. So yeah. It's just love. Give someone a smile, be kind to them, give them respect. Even if they've done something to you, we've all done something to God, to Jesus, and yet they still love us. They made sacrifices for us, the greatest of sacrifices. There's no greater love than this, than to lay down one's life for a friend. Jesus definitely did that. And are we not his friend? Are we not each other's friends? So let's lay down our lives for each other. Let's lay down our lives for God. Let's live with love, completely in our hearts, on our minds. Let's love. Let's love.
Oh, he's smart.